Late-night Stephen Colbert responds to Louis C.K with glancing blows and one tough hit. Louis C.K. cancelled his Late Show appearance right before allegations of sexual misconduct went public, but Colbert struggled to hit hard at his ex-colleague. For those of you tuning in to see my interview with Louis C.K tonight, I have some bad news, Stephen Colbert said during his opening Late Show monologue. Then I have some really bad news. The comedian was referring to the allegations of sexual misconduct against C.K, outlined in detail and on the record for the New York Times after years of rumors. Comedy fans watching on Thursday were paying specific attention to Colbert, as C.K was not only slated to appear on Late Show before the story broke, but also shares a history with Colbert. In fact, C.K was Colbert's boss for a time when the two worked on the Dana Carvey Show. That might explain why, that first night in an episode taped hours after the Times story broke, Colbert seemed to have trouble mustering the words to forcefully address the allegations. Louis cancelled his appearance here tonight because the New York Times broke this story today. 5 women are accusing Louis C.K of sexual misconduct, Colbert said. When reached for comment, Jesus said, "La la 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 la. I don't want to hear about it. I was a big fan. Now, these are disturbing allegations, and it is just the latest in an avalanche of allegations against powerful and prominent men, Harvey Weinstein, Bill O'Reilly, Roger Ailes, Kevin Spacey. And a lot of men look at this misbehavior, and they feel, there is nothing I can do." Well, last night, one man stepped up to do it, country music star and soul patch Safe Space, Keith Urban. That was basically it. From there, Colbert pivoted to satirizing the singer's head-scratching new song Female. It is understandable that Colbert and some of his colleagues might need a moment before they can find the words to speak out about C.K, and like other alleged abusers, the comedian ran in their exact same circles. They performed at benefits together and collaborated on programs like Saturday Night Live. Though there has been a firestorm of allegations against various Hollywood men, this one might hit home in a much darker way for these comedians, not all of whom mentioned it in their broadcasts. Like Colbert, Myers delivered only a glancing blow at C.K after mentioning the allegations against Alabama senatorial candidate Roy Moore. Myers joked, "Politics are so full of perverts and deviants. I am so glad I work in comedy." As he uttered those words, an image of the Times expose appeared on screen, at which point he yelled, "Damn it." It is worth noting that Myers previously took his time when addressing the initial Weinstein scandal, doling out jokes over the course of a few days and culminating in a longer Closer Look segment a week after the news had broken. There is a chance Late Night has similar plans here. The C.K news also broke mid-afternoon, giving late-night hosts little time to make sense of it. Perhaps that's why neither Jimmy Kimmel nor James Corden mentioned it at all. Jimmy Fallon is airing reruns this week, after his mother's death on Saturday. But on Comedy Central, both Trevor Noah and Jordan Klepper made sure to bring up C.K, and Klepper, more than anyone in late-night TV, came after C.K hard. At this point, we're going to need a new Oscar category this year. Best Actor whose movies we can't watch anymore, Noel said on The Daily Show. And in fact, at this point, now that I think about it, all the women in Hollywood should win double Oscars for acting like all the men were cool all along. Thanks to the conceit of his show, A Colbert Report-like farce in which the host plays an ultra-right-wing blowhard, Klepper was able to attack the news from a different angle entirely. Big news today affecting the world's most vulnerable population, powerful white men, he said before playing a montage of accusations against C.K and Moore. Good Lord, Klepper said once the clips cut off. It is a confusing time, so we should return to what we know. Good old-fashioned phrases people say when sexual assault allegations arise. Phrases like, "You should separate the man from the art." So please, when you are watching Louis C.K.'s movie I Love You, Daddy, a film about an old man dating an underage woman featuring a serial masturbator, please don't think of Louis C.K.'s accusers.